Hey guys, I'm Brooks. I started loading a couple years ago. I'm an I'm an amateur reloader. I'm kind of a beginner, but I've learned from a couple guys that are really good at it. And one of them was a weapons builder and does a bunch of load development. And those guys helped me along quite a bit. But one thing that I think was uh, really important, is knowing your shoulders and your shoulder bump and how much to bump your shoulders back. And with brand new brass, this one loader told me to go ahead and full length resize my new brass. He said full length resize it, and then you shoot it. Once I shoot it, it stretches however much. My particular weapon that I'm shooting today likes about it stretch. I bump my shoulders back about 3 thousandths from where they stretch to. And so my new brass, brand new Peterson brass here, I use this Hornady, this Hornady bullet comparador, you know, kit. Works really well. And you have to find the right caliber. You put that shoulder bump on the bottom of your gauge. Another thing I like is I like this anvil on top. That way it gives you a little bit easier. I like to hold it here and I spin it like this. And that way you can get a nice good measurement. So this piece of brand new brass is 1.553, and that's about where I like brand new brass, and that's about where I take it back to. If my brass is 1.556, it doesn't want to close. So once I shoot it, it stretches 2 to 3 thousandths. Then I bump it back to 1.553, 1.552, somewhere in that neck of the woods. But I also treat brand new brass kind of like old brass. Like after I full length resize it, I also I deburr the neck, just like it's, and I just kind of, I don't trim it back, obviously. I mean, I can measure them, but I kind of deburr the neck a little bit and just clean the throat just a hair, or and it seems like when you're loading, when you're pressing bullets into these, when you're seating your bullets, I've noticed that with brand new brass, if you don't do anything with it, sometimes it seeds harder than others. So I think when they manufacture this stuff, it's uh it's not always the same. So that's kind of why a lot of guys want to full length resize it, or you can neck size it with your mandrel or whatever. But and my shoulders, like I said, I'm trying to get to a number that I know that works for me. And my once my stuff's fire formed, my group's really tightened up. Like I shot a 6-inch group yesterday, 4 shots, and they were 2.5 inches at 620 yards. And so, whereas the stuff, my unfired brass, I'm shooting half-inch groups at 100, but out to 5, 6, 700, I'm kind of like that. So once I fire for my stuff, tighten it up, got my tolerances where I need them, my groups were good. I want to shoot out to 1,000. I want to be able to shoot a 10-inch group at 1,000 yards. That's my goal. So anyway, I'm getting close. But yeah. Anyway, this is a heck of a tool. Another thing I like too is I kind of like to leave this a little loose to get a nice measurement. When I close this on top of it, both of them, that way you get it nice and flush. You kind of and press it down and then tighten it. That way that might help your measurement a little bit when you're checking your shoulders. Anyway, hope you guys are having fun shooting.